Morning students, all of you are welcome in this YouTube channel that has been designed to provide you online classes of Amalgamated Group of Schools. And students, in the earlier class I had given you a line by line explanation along with the various notes points in the poem that was uh, Wind by Subramanya Bharti. Now, in today's class, I'm going to talk about the next poem, that is Rain on the Roof. So, students, we all know it very well that it is the third poem in our book, syllabus, and this poem is composed by Coates Kinney. Coates Kinney, let us talk about the poet. So, students, Coates Kinney, who is described aptly as a man who had a full life, was born in 1826 near Penn, New York. His verses were collected in Keuka, and other poem that was by name of Cincinnati 1855, and Lyrics of the Ideal and the Real that was published in 1888. Of his verses, The Rain on the Roof, which was set to music, was the most popular. He went on to Antioch College in Yellow Spring, Ohio, and took up language studies, but this lasted only 1 year. He spent a number of years studying the law and writing while also finding the time to teach at various schools in Ohio. One of the most famous poems written in 1849 was the lilting and haunting, The Rain on the Roof. It could be said that this poem established the name of Coates Kinney as a popular poet. So, student, you should be highly, or you may feel highly privileged that the poem that has been included in our syllabus is the poem that established the name of the poet among the popular poets. And students, Coates Kinney, the poet, died in Ohio in 1904. So it's a brief introduction about the poet, and we should be very thankful to all the poets, all those men of great minds who generated, who created such a beautiful world of literature for us to get inspired, to get trained, or to get inspired by their thoughts and by their inspirations. So let us start the poem Rain on the Roof. Rain on the Roof is one of the very beautiful poems. What does Rain on the Roof tell to us? You know, Rain on the Roof by Coates Kinney reiterates nature's healing power, especially when heard from a cozy bed in a country cottage. Just imagine that you are residing in any countryside place. Your cottage is a countryside cottage. You are over there, and when you feel the raindrops, the voice of raindrops falling on the roof. What feeling does it give to us? Have you ever tried to feel the beauty of that sound, the patter of the raindrops on the roof? कभी आप लोगों ने जो रेन ड्रॉप्स की पैटरिंग की साउंड है हमारे रूफ पे, उसको आपने सुन के उसकी ब्यूटी को फील करने का प्रयास किया? What does that sound make in your heart? What impression does that give to us? How do you feel after hearing that patter sound of the raindrops on your roof? Here we are going to talk about these all things about the poet, that is Corskin. ये तो आपके इस प्रति मेरा सवाल था कि क्या आपने कभी महसूस किया है, आपको क्या करने का मन करता है जब आप बारिश होता हुआ महसूस करते हैं, जब बारिश की बूंदें आपकी छत पे पड़ती हैं और आप अपने कंट्री साइड कॉटेज के कोजी बेड में हैं, तब आपके दिल में क्या, कौन सी फीलिंग्स अराइज करती हैं? आप अपने आप को उस स्थान पे ले जाके सोचने का प्रयास करिए. You know, any poem can be well understood if you start feeling whatever the poet has felt when or about the time he is describing the poem. आप उस चीज को, आप उस पोएम को तभी समझ सकते हैं जब अपने आप को आप पोएट के प्लेस पे रखते हैं. Only then you will be able to feel the imagination, the feelings, the experiences, whatever the poet has undergone at that time. आप जरा फील करने का प्रयास करिए. जो पोएट था उसने क्या फील किया, वो उसने इस लिरिकल पोएम के माध्यम से दिखाने का प्रयास किया. And it's very beautiful portrayed by the poet. This lyrical poem that is in our syllabus, Rain on the Roof by Corskin, presents the memories aroused in the poet's mind by the showers falling on the tin roof. You know, patter of raindrops can be well heard on the tin roofs only. Through a number of metaphors, the poet shows that the drops of rain falling on the shingles of the roof sends a train of thoughts running in his mind. पोइट एक्सप्लेन करता है, पोइट हमको ढेर सारे मेटाफर्स के यूज के माध्यम से ये बताने का प्रयास करता है, अपने थॉट्स को बताने का प्रयास करता है जो कि उसके दिमाग में अराइज करते हैं. वो फीलिंग्स जो उसके हार्ट में वेल करती हैं, रिंग करती हैं, जब वो पैटर साउंड को रूफ पे सुनता है, तो उसको बड़े अच्छे ढंग से वेरी वेल ही हैज ट्राइड टू पोर्ट्रे इन दिस पोएम. ही whatever he reminds of or whatever he gets reminded of, you know, when he hears the sound of pattering on the rooftop, he is reminded of the way his mother used to bid him and his siblings a good night and put them to sleep. पोएट तुरंत पोएट को अपनी माँ की याद आती है, जो कि किस तरीके से वो उसको और अपने बच्चों को गुड नाइट विश करती थी और उन्हें सुलाती थी. द पोएट कनेक्ट्स हिज प्रेजेंट विथ हिज पास्ट थ्रू द मेमोरीज रिवाइव्ड बाय रेन. सो स्टूडेंट्स, जो ये रेन होती है ना, उस रेन के माध्यम से पोएट किस प्रकार से आज के इस घटना से किस तरीके से वो पास्ट से जुड़ जाता है, इसको बड़े ही अच्छे ढंग से पोएट पोट्री करने का प्रयास करता है. एंड इट्स रियली इज वेरी ब्यूटीफुल पोएम. जस्ट पे अटेंशन ऑन द टाइटल. The very title, you will find out there is repetition of the sounds are the rain on the roof. So repetition of R sound and N sound, N consonant, N, the rain on, okay, and the long vowels A or U, roof, rain. So these long vowels, this all imitates the rhythmic pitter patter of rain on the tin roof. ये जो vowels A and U का जो long vowels का है दिखाना, और R और N जो consonant sound है उस पे उसको जो है रिपीट करने से क्या करता है, ये जो रिदमिक पीटर पैटर है रेन का टेन रूफ पर, उसको पोटे करता है. और सबसे बड़ी बात, द रेन ऑन द रूफ, आई मीन रेन ऑन द रूफ, सॉरी, रेन ऑन द रूफ. सो द आर्टिकल दैट हैज बीन यूज्ड बिफोर द रूफ और बिफोर रूफ, इट मेक्स इट अ स्पेसिफिक रूप. ये उसको एक स्पेसिफिक रूप बनाता है. और वो स्पेसिफिक रूफ क्या था? इट वॉज द रूफ ऑफ द पोएट्स हाउस, पोएट्स कंट्री साइड कॉटेज. इट्स नॉट अबाउट ईच एंड एवरी, ओके, मे बी you are living in a multiplex, there are various floors in your building, so you will not have the same feeling as the poet was having. So he is talking about the specific roof, that is the roof of the poet's house. The title is very apt. ये टाइटल बहुत ही एप्ट है, बहुत ही सजेस्टिव है चाइल्डहुड मेमोरीज को शो करने के लिए, जो कि पोएट की अपनी थी रेन को लेकर के. इट इज वेरी सजेस्टिव of the childhood memories the poet has of rain. The rain has magic like an effect on him every time it falls on his room and laying lazily in his room. जब कभी भी वो अपने रूम में होता है तो और लेजली वो अपने बेड में होता है, उस समय जो रेन का इफेक्ट होता है वो मैजिक लाइक इफेक्ट होता है उसके ऊपर. He listens to the sheer music of the rain. It triggers 1,000 dreamy fancies in his mind. जब कभी भी होता है उसके दिमाग में thousands dreamy fancies ट्रिगर होती हैं, and thousands of memories came alive, और हजारों यादें उसके दिमाग में जिंदा हो जाती हैं जब बारिश होती है तो. इन पर्टिकुलर द मेमोरी ऑफ द पोएट्स मदर. और जो सबसे मेन बात जो आप इस पोएम में पढ़ेंगे वो ये थी कि उसको अपनी माँ की जो मेमोरीज हैं वो फील करने लगता है. वो ही बिगिंस टू फील द मेमोरी ऑफ हिज मदर. इन पर्टिकुलर the memory of the poet's mother, putting her children to sleep at night in indelible in his mind. Every time it rains, the poet relives the golden moments of his childhood. जब कभी भी जो है पोएट बारिश को फील करता है, वो उन गोल्डन मोमेंट्स को जो उसने अपने बचपन के दिनों में फील किए उसको रिलीव करने लगता है. फिर से जीने लगता है। इस प्रकार से अगर हम देखें तो टाइटल बहुत ही एप्ट है, बहुत ही सुटेबली जो है टाइटल का सिलेक्शन किया गया है। और सबसे बड़ी खासियत, नेचुरल पोएम्स in most of the natural poems there are some of the message. This poem also conveys the message that rain has a therapeutic and healing powers. हम सभी जानते हैं कि रेन के अंदर थेराप्टिक और थेराप्यूटिक एंड हीलिंग पावर्स होती है, और ये एक लास्टिंग मेमोरी बनाती है ह्यूमन माइंड में, साइट्स को लेकर के, साउंड के रूप को लेकर के, फ्रेग्रेंस को लेकर के, एंड आवर एक्सपीरियंसेस एसोसिएटेड विथ इट, स्पेशली दोज इन्वॉल्विंग आवर लव्ड वंस, उनको जगा देती है जो हमारे लव्ड वंस के साथ हमारी जो एक्सपीरियंसेस होते हैं उनको। रेन रिफ्रेशेस एंड रिजुवनेट्स अस, जो रेन होती है वो हमें रिफ्रेश कर देती है, रिजुवनेट कर देती है, and forces us to recollect and relive our past memories, और हमें फोर्स करती है कि हम अपनी पास्ट मेमोरीज को एक बार फिर से रिकलेक्ट करें और फिर से उन्हें जीने का प्रयास करें। सो इन दिस वे you may have a very good idea। अभी आप हमारे साथ पोएम और रेन की सीन से जुड़ चुके होंगे। लेट अस ट्राई टू स्टार्ट द एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ द पोएम, लाइन बाय लाइन एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑफ द पोएम। स्टेंजा 1 runs in this way: when the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres and the melancholy darkness gently weaves in rainy tears, what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. Very beautiful lines, and it's trying to connect us with the scene. You are in your cozy bed in a countryside cottage, and meanwhile you feel the rainfall. The poet is saying that when the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres, that when the humid shadows hover, here humid shadows refers to dark clouds, okay, that is full of water, raindrops. So when the humid shadows hover means when dark clouds cover over all the starry praises, all the starry spheres, all hold the sky that was filled with stars up to now. पूरा का पूरा जो आसमान जो अब तक सितारों से भरा हुआ था, उस पे एक का एक जब जो बादल हैं वो छा जाते हैं। The poet is saying that when the sky is full of these clouds which are moisture laden or full of water are about to bring rain, when such clouds hover around in the sky over all the starry spheres refers to the sky at night time which is full of stars. Okay, जब कभी बादल स्टारी स्फीयर्स को कवर कर लेता है, and the melancholy darkness gently weaves in rainy tears, at that time huge clouds which are full of moisture move around in the sky and the sad darkness of the night is wiped off. क्या होता है कि जो क्लाउड है, वो क्लाउड जो कि जिसमें मॉइस्चर है, वो पूरे आसमान को जो है ढक लेते हैं, और जो रात की डार्कनेस का सैडनेस है या सैड डार्कनेस है, उसको वाइप ऑफ कर देते हैं। किससे? रेन ड्रॉप्स से, which seem like tears जो कि किसकी तरह होते हैं? रेनड्रॉप्स को, रेनड्रॉप्स हैज बीन कंपेयर्ड विद द टीयर्स. ओके, सो जो आसमान की जो साडनेस है नाइट के रूप में, उसको जो है वाइप ऑफ कर देता है रेन ड्रॉप्स रूपी टीयर्स के रूप में. Here the poet is comparing raindrops to tears, and he says that the dark sky, which seems to be very sad, it appears as if it is crying. वो बताता है कि जो डार्क स्काई है ऐसा लगता है कि बहुत दुखी था और रो रहा था, और वो रोने के बाद जो आंसू निकलते हैं, they are like raindrops. Okay, he adds that what a bliss to press the pillow of cottage chamber bed. He adds that it is like a blessing to lie on the bed in his room. इस ऐसे मौसम में अपने रूम में, बेड में, कॉटेज चैम्बर में, माने बेडरूम में होना और अपने पिलो के साथ आप लेटे हो, that is really a bliss for each and everyone. And listen to the sound made by raindrops falling on the roof, and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain. Patter of the soft rain मतलब रेन की ड्रॉप्स के गिरने की आवाज को सुनना. It's really a bliss. How can you say it is a bliss? So students, ये bliss है. It is not in the luck or lot of all the living beings. You can imagine there are various poor people who does not have their own houses, who does not have their cozy bedrooms with cozy beds, जो कि बाहर रहते हैं. आप सोचिए बारिश का मौसम उनके लिए कैसा होता होगा. वो तो शायद ईश्वर से यही रिक्वेस्ट करते होंगे कि कभी बारिश ना हो. आपने अक्सर देखा होगा बारिश में ऐसे लोग यहाँ वहाँ कैसे, हाउ दे ट्राई टू सेफगार्ड देमसेल्फ फ्रॉम द रेनफॉल. इट्स ऑल्सो ब्लिस. You must have seen a lot of stray animals who live on the road. Stray animals का क्या होता होगा? क्या उनके पास ये कोजी बेड्स होते हैं? क्या उनके लॉट में कोजी बेड्स हैं? नहीं है. इसीलिए that is why the poet has tried to say or put in our mind that it really is bliss. We are highly blessed that we have our own houses, or we, if not own houses, we have at least our bedrooms. So very beautifully this have been explained. There are some of the literary devices that you are required to know. You may find out there is the use of alliteration. Students, you all know that repetition of consonant sound in two or more consecutive words is known as alliteration. So there is use of humid hover. So H sound is repeating, starry spheres, S sound is repeating, press pillow, P sound is repeating, lie listening, L sound is repeating over here. There is also use of onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia, the use of sound words to recreate a dramatic effect and auditory imagery. Patter, the sound of pattering has been explained over here. That is the use of the beautiful onomatopoeia over here. Personification, yes. What is personification? Treating a non-living thing as a human being is the personification. Personification. Here, darkness has been personified, and one more very beautiful figure of speech or poetic device has been used. That is transferred epithet. The use of an adjective with a noun when it refers to another noun. मतलब दो लोगों दो नाउन वहाँ पे होते हैं, लेकिन इनमें जिससे वो नाउन जिस एडजेक्टिव से संबंधित है उसके साथ ना लग कर ये किसी और के साथ आता है। जैसे मेलंकली डार्कनेस, द डार्कनेस इज नॉट मेलंकली बट इट रिफर्स टू द सैड पीपल। यहाँ पे ये पीपल मैंने सैड कौन है, मेलंकली कौन है, पीपल है, लेकिन मेलंकली डार्कनेस in this way transferred epithet has been used very beautifully. Now let us move to the next stanza. The stanza goes in this way: every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart, and 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being start, and 1,000 recollections sweep their air threads into woof as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. Very beautiful lines are these. So, students, the poet expressing his feelings when he hears the raindrops falling on the rooftop of his house. यहाँ पे पोएट अपनी फीलिंग को एक्सप्रेस कर रहा है जब वो रेन ड्रॉप्स को अपने घर के रूफ टॉप पे जो है गिरते हुए सुनता है तो उस क्या फीलिंग्स आती हैं उसके अंदर. He says that every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in his heart. Okay? Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in his heart. Whenever he hears rain falling on the rooftop, tinkle is the sound made by pattering of the raindrops on the roof. So, whenever he hears rain falling on the rooftop, the sound repeats in his heart and his dreams. वो जो है उसके हार्ट को उसके हार्ट में उसके ड्रीम में इको करता है. इको रिपीटेशन ऑफ द साउंड, रिपीट करता है. He has many different fanciful imaginations. उसके दिल में ढेर सारी अलग अलग fanciful imaginations आती हैं, and 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being start. He adds that this sound of rain falling on the rooftop creates many new different dreams in his mind. He recollects many memories of the past which come back into his mind as dreams, and 1,000 recollections, हजारों बातें जो पास्ट की हमारी लाइफ में हुई हैं वो सब हमारे दिमाग में आने लगती हैं. They all start coming in our mind. So he says, weave their air threads into woof. So he says that as he listens to the patter of the rain upon the roof, he has many new dreams in his mind, and the memories of the past come back in the form of dreams. Weave their air threads into woof. It is a very beautiful metaphor. Comparison has been made over here. Let us try to understand what the comparison has been made by weave their air threads into woof. Weave their air threads into roof. It's a very beautiful metaphor. Here the recollections are compared to the weavers. यहाँ जो हमारी recollections हैं, जो हम याद करते हैं पीछे की चीज़ें, उन्हें वीवर से कंपेयर किया गया और हमारी यादों को फैब्रिक से कंपेयर किया गया. और जो इंटरवेन मेमोरीज हैं वो एक यूनिक फैब्रिक बना देती हैं मेमोरीज की. सो इन दिस वे इट्स वेरी ब्यूटीफुल मेटाफर दैट हैज़ बीन यूज्ड ओवर हियर. Please try to understand it. So students, literary devices used over here. Alliteration has been used in busy being. B sound is repeating. Dear thread, th, the sound is repeated. Rain roof, r sound is repeated. Onomatopoeia also has been used. Tinkle and patter, these two sound words has been used in this stanza. And personification, treating a noun, recollection is personified when he says and they weave dreams. Okay, because weaving is done by weavers, so it is a human activity. So, and transport epithet, dreamy fancies. Here fancies are not dreamy, but poet is trying to show dreamy fancies. It refers to the people who have dreams. People dreamy होते हैं, okay, fancies नहीं. So this is the second stanza. Let's try to move towards the third stanza. Now in memory comes my mother, as she used in years agone to regard the darling dreamers ere she left them till the dawn. Oh, I feel her fond look on me as I list to this refrain, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. Very beautiful lines these are. Let us try to understand them. Now in memory comes my mother, and she used in years ago. Yes, here the poet introduces his mother. He says that he is dreaming of his mother as he had told in the previous stanza. But rain brings memories of the past. It is the memory of his mother. जैसा कि बताया कि अर्लियर स्टेंजा में कि जो रेन होती है वो हमें पास्ट के रिकलेक्शन से ऐड कर देती है. यहाँ पे किस चीज़ की याद आती है? माँ की याद आती है. उसकी मेमोरी में उसकी माँ आती है. He says that he is dreaming of his mother as he had told in the previous stanza. Okay, it is the memory of his mother who is no longer alive. वो अभी उसकी माँ alive नहीं है. In the past she used to love him a lot, to regard the darling dreamers as she left them till the dawn. Oh, I feel her fond look on me, to regard the darling dreamers. In the past she used to love him a lot. She used to consider him a darling, and she would let him sleep till daybreak and have sweet dreams. जब तक डॉन नहीं होता था, डे ब्रेक नहीं होता था, तब तक वो बच्चे को सुला के छोड़ देती थी, उसे सुला के छोड़ देती थी. और वो अपनी माँ के लिए he was a darling dreamer. Okay. The poet can still feel, oh, I feel her fond look on me. The poet can still feel that his mother is looking at him. I feel her look at me. पोएट अभी भी अपनी माँ की लुक को महसूस करता है as he listens to the song made by the raindrops falling on the rooftop of this room. जब वो अपने रूम में है और अपने रूम में रहते हुए जब वो रेन ड्रॉप्स की फॉलिंग की आवाज़ सुनता है, उसकी म्यूजिक सुनता है, तो अपनी माँ की उन मेमोरीज को फील करता है. The sound of the rain makes him correlate his past with his present. Is this sound, with the help of this sound, he is able to correlate his past with his present. वो अपने पास्ट को अपने प्रेजेंट से कोरिलेट करने का प्रयास करता है. That is why, as I list this refrain, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. That is why the poet is moved by the sound of the raindrops on the shingles of his room. Shingles of his room, shingle meant the tiles. Okay. Whenever he hears this sound, it brings back memories of the past and he is reminded of his mother. जब कभी भी वो इस तरह से बारिश की बूंदों की आवाज़ सुनता है अपने रूफ टॉप पे, वो पास से इंटरलिंक हो जाता है और उसको अपनी माँ की याद आती है. So students, let us try to understand what are the literary devices that has been used over here. So students, alliteration like memory, my mother, Darling dreamers, in marling my memory, my mother M sound is repeating. Darling dreamers, D sound is repeating. You can have onomatopoeic uh, words that has been used over like patter. Patter is used in this stanza also. So in this way, this is the end of the poem. I have tried to explain you very well each and everything. You are supposed to understand the poem very well. Okay, uh, go through this poem and thank you for watching me till the end. आप हमारे साथ अंत तक देखें वीडियो को, इसके लिए आपको धन्यवाद. You are required to complete your work in your notebook, and in notebook you have to do introduction, summary, theme, message, title, literary devices used in the poem, and at last extract based questions and NCERT questions, and few additional questions that will be for your self enrichment. Thank you. Have a nice day. Please take care yourself.